And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Look at the Lakers. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, they played extremely well during this win streak, Kevin, but right now they're in the midst of a game that might not continue it. The team they're facing wants to end the streak that they're on right now.
To the middle, and the dunk by Hachimura.
And that's impressive mobility there. Hachimura is tough to stay with given how quick he rolls in these sets.
Back to Lowry. Martin wide open. He fires. No good on the three. Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the playoffs for just the third time in his career.
And Kevin, it almost felt surreal to not have him in the playoffs. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the postseason for almost 2 decades now. Just another bullet on LeBron's incredible resume.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Now, Hero, after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Lowry from outside. Here's Adebayo. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
When Butler is this focused and locked in from range, he's deadly. The defense can't allow him those looks.
James outside. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Adebayo. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, Miami with the triple.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
And they double up Davis to the right side. Inside. Banked in off the glass.
High percentage look that time from Anthony Davis, and that's one he rarely misses.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Miami. They trail by 1. Martin for 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
Kicks it out to Hero. 3-pointer, Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Russell with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Down low. And Davis throws it down.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Outside, Hero. Miami no good on that time either. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Now here's LeBron. No points in the game yet for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A three-pointer is right on target. James has got 5 now.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
From deep. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Lakers ahead, leading by 10. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
The three-pointer, no good. The Heat trailed by 10. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
He's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
When LeBron is engaged on defense, he's a real problem at that end of the floor, too. Terrific job changing the shot.
Beasley outside. To the paint. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain.
And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A contest between conferences. Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. Back to Young. That shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. From deep three-point range. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan, not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift. But I did love playing one John Barry.
And the three ball is good.
John Collins continuing to show that he's willing to work on that three-point range.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Young. Shoots over Grant. And Murray with the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Lillard misses. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. He has fought the injury bug his whole career.
Collins wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
Simons with the ball and guarded by Capella. Rebounded by Capella. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Drills it from outside. Collins has got 11.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Simons. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Pass to Hunter. Takes the three. Atlanta gets it back. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Lets it go with the three. Eubanks grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. Down low. Grant. Here's Eubanks. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And Reddish with the slam.
And a nice tricky handle from Reddish there, setting himself up and initiates for himself.
Young from deep three-point range. Eubanks grabs the miss.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Lillard attacking. Young with the steal. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter, and Trae Young finds his. He's pretty fine at taking those shots.
Lillard outside. To the wing on the left. Now Simons. Nasty move. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a tough play from Simons that time. And he's going to get an extra shot to boot here at the free throw line.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Simons no good on that one. And here's Young. He had 25 points last game. Murray, good.
We appreciate Trae Young and that shooting ability, but reminding us once again, he will dish.
And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Inside, here's Grant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. His scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off, and he's desiring to get better.
Here's Young. Drives to the hoop. Makes it off the glass. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce. Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Lock at 6. Now, here's Sean. He had 15 points last outing.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
Poke loose. And stolen by Thibault. Grant outside. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Shots good from Young. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Young is double. Murray outside. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's a Point Hawks lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Off target with his three.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 7. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
The Hawks leading by 7. Got a hand on it. Simon's on the wing. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. To the paint. Here's Eubanks. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Capella. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 7 points.
And Lillard just keeps fighting, willing his team to victory. Not deterred that time by the bump.
Pass to Forrest. Out left to the wing. Here's Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. To the inside. Trying to get something going. And he sinks the layup. Okongwu's now got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point differential. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Eubanks. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
For 3. Bay, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
He takes it in.
Well, the handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage.
Outside Bogdanovich. Trains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And it's Thibault in the corner. Back to Simons. Inside. Okongwu grabs the board.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Okongwu is a young guy, Brent, who is still polishing his craft. But on a permanent basis, he's been extremely effective.
Just some great flashes last year from Onyeka, who shoots a very high percentage. He helps you in a lot of ways. He rebounds, he protects the rim, he's quick off the floor, and he really can slide his feet out on the perimeter. So sky's the limit still for this young big.
He's all alone. Back to Simons. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
Pass to Bay. Atlanta again, missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Now, here's Okongwu. Bogdanovich left side. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 6.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Lillard from outside. And the dunk by Grant.
On that pick and roll, you have to always play Lillard to shoot, but he's smart enough to see those gaps, dumps it off to the man in the best position to score there.
Griffin, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard attacking. Kicks it out to Grant. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. He's got 14.
And Grant, one of those players who year after year taking on more and more offensive responsibility.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that crew.
Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us. We've got a match made in heaven coming your way on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. With the trade deadline approaching, RJ, the rumor mill has been active. How does that affect a player when their names are being mentioned in trade rumors?
Well, it can be a blow to your confidence, and it makes it tough to trust the organization at times. And if players are well-liked, you can tear a locker room apart. I've seen it.
And both free throws good for Poole.
When we talk about guys who broke out during the 2021-22 season, Jordan Poole might be at the top of that list, going from a nice rotation player to a legit NBA scorer.
Now the Warriors with it. Pass to Wiggins from behind the arc. And the Warriors get it back. And here's Poole. Up top, Wiggins. Out to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. DiVincenzo with the steal. It's Poole the drive. Now here's Thompson. Here's the three. And it's Poole with a rebound. Talking about Jordan Poole, his confidence never wavered, Richard.
No, remember, Poole shot 33% his rookie season. Lots of people kind of wrote him off, but Jordan's always believed in his game. Took advantage of the injuries to Clay and Steph, grabbing those extra shots.
Drills it from deep.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner threes in his sleep.
Here's Poole. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
First free throw is good. The former home of the Warriors, Richard, Oakland. What was it like to play over in the East Bay?
Listen, it was a lot more fun when I was playing in a Warriors uniform versus playing against them. Those crowds are insane. Maybe the loudest in the NBA, although the Boston fans might have a little bit of something to say about that. But I must say, this new building is gorgeous.
And here's Thompson for three. And the Warriors with another three.